Well, hello and welcome back to Saxlingham. We are picking up where we left off last time. The field has now been finished, and this is the last lot of corn to be taken to the sell point, which is fantastic. We're going to get, I believe, we're 100% complete on the contract, so everything we get for this 13,470 litres is going to be ours to keep. And then, of course, there's the contract on top of that, so that is fantastic. I don't know why the lights keep flickering on. I have got automatic lights switched on and off, but they do keep flashing like they're going into full beam and then back to normal again. Anyway, ooh, that was a tighter turn than I expected. Right, so we've got to get this taken down to the mill. That's what wants the corn. And then we can move on to November. And November, I don't know what jobs are going to be available to do in November, but we will have some jobs. A lot of people are saying my yard is looking very American. I don't want it. I don't intend for it to look American. I thought the house looked quite like a rural British house to me. I don't know whether the driveway and the lamps that I'm putting in are making it worse, but hopefully as it progresses, we'll be able to add more sort of UK-based things in. Have it looking like a proper British farm. Right then, last little bit to empty into here. We will then see how much money we get. I will have to drive back to pick up the van, unfortunately. So the poll hasn't been out for very long about what we should do. I have had a couple of comments to say that we should... let's just leave this here because it's going to disappear anyway when we end the contract. Right, we'll head back to get our van and complete the contract. Yeah, so as I was saying, we have had a couple of comments saying that we should get a new Unimog. There's no comment saying we should get an old Unimog, so I think that's going to be out of the picture. It's either going to be a new Unimog or it's going to be a tractor. And I don't yet know which one of those we're going to go for. So we're going to leave it for a few more episodes before we make a decision and go for that. Unless something comes up in the sale. That's the only reason. In fact, let's just double check the sale now, because it has been a week since I've been on here last. No, there's nothing in the sale, so we'll have to check it in November. Maybe there'll be something for me to buy myself for Christmas. But yeah, this is... I mean, this would be amazing to own. But it is a lot of money. A lot of money. And yes, I can get it on hire purchase, but I've already got quite a bit of money to pay out each month. Actually, no, I don't, do I? That's the other series, that's Hofbergman. So do I have anything on hire purchase at the moment? I'm not entirely sure I do. Right. Let's leave that there. We can now complete the contract. Collect on that, £25,000. And there we go, that's 68,000 in the bank, which is absolutely fantastic. Unimog has gone. So yes, nothing left to do now other than move through into November. So let's get that sorted. I'll get back over to the farm and we'll move through to November. Well, for that being the first time ever that I've slept in my own house, I've got to say it was very, very comfortable. I could see what you mean about the pillars and stuff, but there's so many houses in the UK that I've seen that look very similar to this as well. Yeah, I suppose the balconies and stuff kind of make it a bit American, but we can sort out the driveway anyway. I thought this looked very British, to be honest. But never mind. Right, let's firstly check on the little piggies. Oh, I say little piggies, look. Well, firstly, they're walking through the fence, but secondly, we have piglets. Well, at least a piglet. Oh, we have 2 piglets, look at that. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So, the pig pen, we've got 2, which are 0 months old, so they've just been born overnight. Fantastic, look at that. And we've still got a little bit of food in there, but not an awful lot. No straw. We do need to get ourselves a slurry tank, so let's have a quick look. I did download some mods, so I'm hoping there'll be something in there that we can use as a slurry tank. Silos. There's a 10,000 pound slurry tank there. Quite a large one. 1,000,000 litres. I don't think we need one quite that big. Don't think there is one much smaller though, is there? Unfortunately. What's the difference between those two? Oh, that one's a lot bigger. Same price. Same pack. Yeah, that one is more suitable, I think, for our farm. 10,000 pounds isn't too bad for it, and I think if we put it there... Yes, that's lovely. Right, does it now say... Oh... How do I link it? The silo is empty, but it doesn't say it's not linked to anything. No liquid manure tank nearby. But this is a liquid manure tank, so... Maybe we'll just have to wait until it links itself. In the meantime, let's have a look and see. Well, I think there was nothing in the sale because we had a quick glimpse there. Nope, nothing in the sale, although that would be very useful for when we get our next field. Or our first field, I should say. But no, nothing in the sale in terms of tractors, which is, we definitely want to wait for a sale item. We can't continue right now. That is worrying. I could put a manure heap here as well, couldn't I? Although then we need straw. Slurry and manure pack mod. Just need a little... Oh crikey, that's huge. Yes, that is absolutely massive. I do not need one that big. Oh dear. Pile storage with roofing. Store potatoes, sugar beets, red beets, carrots, parsnips, sugar cane. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to need a smaller... Ooh, that's huge. I'm going to need a smaller manure pit from somewhere. But yeah, maybe I need to have a look at a few more mods for manure pits. Potentially. It's a silage pit. Okay, well, then we'll leave that for now. Slurry. Really hope that this should be connected, but... it says no liquid manure tank nearby, which, yes, I'm very confused about, because this is a liquid manure tank. We'll just have to come back to it later and see if there is any slurry in it. I think. Right then. As for what we are going to do, let's take a look at the contracts page. Cultivating contracts, fertilizing contracts. Field 39. 48. Actually, they're right next to each other. We could do both of those. There's mowing contracts, ploughing contracts, spraying contracts. Yep, I think the 2 fertilizing contracts would be good. I'm going to borrow these items. And then accept that contract. And what's the other one? 21. We might as well accept that one as well. So yeah, we need to head down to the store, pick up those items, and enough fertilizer to do all 3 contracts. And then we'll head over to get them done. Shouldn't take too long at all with the equipment that we have selected. So yeah, that should be pretty good to start the episode with. Probably going to do the fertilizing as a long time lapse. Because we do want to move on to other things. We want to check that slurry is being produced for a start. I know we've only got 4 pigs and 2 of them have just been born, so maybe not producing slurry quite yet. But I'm definitely hoping that the slurry tank has linked itself properly to the pig pen. We shall have to wait and see. Right, we have filled up with the solid fertilizer that we had available to us. We have now bought 2 more as well. I'm hoping that 3,000 will be enough. If it isn't, we can always buy more. Now, what's the best way to get to the fields? I think 21 will be last, won't it? So let's have a quick look. Yes, okay, so back the way we came, past our farm, and into 48 and 39, and then up to 21 after that. Oh dear. We've got a beautiful New Holland T7. Much horsepower. 230 horsepower, which is absolutely fantastic. If one of these came up in the sale, I would snap it up immediately. It'd just be unreal. I think I'd have to be super lucky for that to happen though. Alright, let's dip the lights down as we're on the road at the minute. Put the flashes on. And yeah, we'll get over to the field. Or the fields, I should say. Get them spread with fertilizer. Hopefully we won't need it any more. And we can drop the rest off at the farm on the way home as well. Right. I'm going to crack on. And I will see you when it's all done. Well, there we go, all 3 fields done. Didn't take too long at all, actually, and we still have 1,097 litres of fertiliser, which will be a pallet in a bit. Or will it? Is the fertiliser in 2,000 litre pallets or 1,000 litre pallets? I think it's 1,000 litre pallets. Yes, I think it's 1,000 litres. Well, that's okay. We can drop that off at the farm on the way back, which is absolutely magical. And yeah, we shall have a look at the slurry pit and see if it's gained any slurry in the in this course of this morning's work. Not sure what we'll be doing this afternoon yet. When we collect on all these contracts, we'll have a bit more money in the bank, and we'll check the used machinery sale. If there's nothing in there, we may look at getting another shed or something similar. I think, yeah, we really do need our own machinery, especially. It looks like that wheel's not turning, isn't it? But I think it's the refresh rate. Oh, it is turning, but it looks like it's going backwards. Oh, that's the wrong way. Look, I've been distracted. Been distracted. Anyway, yeah, so I do want to get that slurry tank working. I might go have a look at Mod Hub for smaller manure pits. But if we have a manure pit, we're going to need to put straw into the enclosure, and I haven't yet got a method of doing that. So we'll have to wait and see. We could also look at getting our own field. So the field next door, I think, was 70,000. We should have that amount of money. But yeah, I'd definitely like to do that. Okay, let's just drop that off there. We can tidy up afterwards. And then we need to take this back. Although, while we're here, let's have a look and see if the slurry pit has gained any slurry at all. If it hasn't, I don't really know what to do. It hasn't. Oh. That is frustrating. I wonder if restarting the game might link it. Worth a try, isn't it? Okay, well, let's get this back to the dealership. I'll pick up my van and get back to the farm. Or will I? No, I won't. I'll stay at the dealership because there might be another contract that we can do. But what I will do is restart the game to see if I can generate that link to the slurry pit. And to have a quick look on Mod Hub for smaller manure pits. Right, I am back at the dealership. I've rebooted the game and have still not got a link to the slurry tank, which is a bit frustrating, but I have downloaded more slurry tanks and manure pits from Mod Hub, so I'm hoping to get that sorted. There's a chance we might give up on the idea of pigs and then move to maybe cows. I think cows might be a bit of a better move. But anyway, what we'll do first is we will collect on the contracts that are now completed. So we'll collect on each of these. And that bumps us up to £72,905, which is fantastic. Let's just have a look at what other contracts are available to us. We've got, oh, there's a harvesting contract. What's that for? Sugar beet. I see. It's quite a small one. 49. That would be interesting. There's a stone picking contract. Spraying contracts. Ploughing. Mowing. Lots of mowing contracts. That would be interesting to do. I think that one there would be really interesting to do. Only £3,794. The sugar beet would come in handy. Right, tell you what we'll do. We'll head back to the farm first and we'll try and sort out the mess that is the pigs. I'm going to get rid of the slurry tank that we put in there. I wonder if it's because the slurry tank... maybe it's a slurry tank that you can't link to an animal pen. Maybe it's a slurry tank that you can only put slurry into to store it. That could be... yeah, that could be it. I don't know whether I need to go to silo extensions for the slurry tank that I need to link to the pigs. Not sure. Let's get back and have a look. Right then, I've got rid of the slurry tank. I have refunded us because obviously it wasn't fit for purpose. What's this? Manure heap extension. Oh, I could get a manure plate. Right, well that manure heap seems to be working. They have a slurry pit here. £65,000 though. That seems like a extortionate amount of money. Ugh, I'm a little bit concerned. I think I want to get rid of the pigs and get cows. They're so much easier. And then I can get rid of the pig food mixer as well. Oh, unless of course it makes yeah, it makes mineral feed as well. Perfect. But what do we need for mineral feed? Wheat, barley, and oats, or wheat, canola, and soybeans. Or do I just give up on animals altogether? Right, let's sell these. Sell these. And sell this. 12,197. There we go. Right, my plot is expansive again. This is the field I want to get here. Is it worth me looking into buying that field before we do much else? Loamy sand. 100% loamy sand. That's silty clay. I don't want that one. £79,000 for that field there. Just a quick check of the sale. No. Right. What have we got in the way of cow sheds? There's an interior cow shed. Why does it keep doing that? It's my blooming thing. Right. That's that. And that it has a milking parlour built in. Don't think it has a... Does it have a slurry pit? Is that a slurry pit at the end there? Could well be. Oh, I don't know what to do. 40 cows in that one. And it has a slurry pit built in. Or should I go for a smaller one for now? Ah, that was 15 and 30. They both look the same size to me, so why wouldn't I go for that one? And slurry pit built in, look at that. Okay. I don't know what to do. That's a huge cow barn. That is also a big cow barn. Do you know what? I might just give animals a little miss for a bit. Just to see how we're doing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy field 31. Done. That's just taken us down to £17,510. But we have ourselves a grass field, which is amazing. It is ready to harvest, it says. However, I don't think it's yet fully grown. We will wait until... Oh, hang on, November. Oh, this is the last chance I've got to cut it. Well, we better... what are we going to do? Better rent some machinery, I suppose. I We don't need anything massive. That'll be fine for this field. Or even the Samaz. Although our tractor's probably more suitable for this. It's only £5,000. We could actually buy it. Obviously, I'd want it in John Deere green. Because I've got a John Deere. Design colour. I see. Okay. Yep, black looks good. Let's just buy that. £5,000. Not bad at all. And then we will need a tedder. Yeah, I could just buy all this kit. That's brilliant. Yep, tedder. Windrower. Windrowing pitchfork. Not that desperate, I don't think. I think windrower is something we're going to have to get on hire purchase as well as a baler, I think. But I don't know. Let's go for this one. Tarpaulin cover. Oh, we can cover it with it. Oh no, there's a tarpaulin at the end there, obviously. Yes. Right. Hire purchase, I think. We'll go for a £900 deposit. 3-year deal on that one. With £900 at the end. £215 a month. I'd say that was pretty good. Did I get that? I think I did. And then, finally, balers. So we'd ideally want the 120 centimetre bales, I should say. Unless, of course, there's a round baler that's better. 12,000 there for that class Roland. That would be... Yeah, that would be pretty good. Or the new class Roland. Do I have enough horsepower for this? 90 horsepower required. 45 horsepower required, 70 horsepower. I think we're going to have to go for this one. Let's go on hire purchase once again. 5-year deal? No, we'll go 3-year deal again. The final payment of 2,000. Purchase. Right. Well, now we just need to go and pick everything up. So let's get the tractor to follow us down. Take that off. We shall lower down and take off the weight. And then set up follow me. Job done. Right, I would like to get the trailer connected up. Actually, I could just put the tractor on the trailer, couldn't I? Ugh. I think we're going to have several trips back anyway to get the bits, so... Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's leave the tractor here. We'll go and pick everything up on the van and the trailer. Use their forklift. We can always lift them off this end with the tractor. And I only really need to get it cut today, don't I? But we might leave that until the next episode. Done quite a bit of work already today so far, and we've got rid of the pigs. There's our new field. It's not even that small. It's pretty good. We get the grass cut. At some point we can get a plough and start ploughing it up as well, but we're going to need obviously to do more contracts to be able to get the money we need to survive, as well as the new bits of equipment that we need. Right, I'm going to go collect everything and I'll see you back at the farm. Well, I did underestimate a bit how much room these bits of kit would take up on my load, so I did get the tractor to come down and pick things up. Where's my pile of sugar beet gone? Why haven't I got red beet anymore? What happened to me red sugar beet? Is it because I sold the pig pen? Oh no. Right, anyway, as I was saying, the tractor is following me back with the baler. That's a pain in the bottom, isn't it? My sugar beet is gone. Yep, the tractor is following me back with the baler, and next time we can crack on with getting that field mowed. And then some hay made. But that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.